Hello! I'm back again with a book review of My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. I hadn't known much about this book besides its title before, but it's been getting a lot of buzz this year because a new film adaptation is about to come out, or has come out already, not sure about the release date, so I decided to look into it, thought it sounded intriguing, and read it. My Cousin Rachel is about a young man, Philip Ashley, who receives news that his beloved cousin and guardian Ambrose Ashley, who went abroad to Italy for his health and got married, has died. Philip has good reason to suspect that foul play was involved, but his plan to confront his new cousin Rachel crumbles when she comes to visit the Ashley estate in Cornwall, and Philip finds himself irresistibly drawn to her. This was a very interesting, moody mystery, full of twists and drawn-out suspense, and driven by heavy emotions like paranoia and jealousy. It's also a subjective story. It leads the reader to ask a number of questions, some of which remain unanswered. It also challenges the reader to be attentive and read between the lines. The story is narrated by Philip Ashley, a naive, sheltered 24-year-old who's had an unconventional upbringing at his cousin Ambrose's hands. Philip's observations often reveal a certain obtuseness or ignorance about human nature, especially when it comes to females who, for him, are kind of a foreign species. He also has a tendency to conveniently forget or willfully ignore certain important details. He also does this thing where he goes on about the differences between men and women and how women are the ones who are driven by emotions and impulses, but it's absurd because in reality, most of the time, it's the two women in the book, Cousin Rachel and Louise, his childhood friend, who are the calm, cool, and collected ones, while he's the one making rash decisions and bad judgment calls based solely on his emotions. I found all of this excruciating and spent a good chunk of the book wanting to shake him for being so foolish and impulsive. Somehow, though, this did not diminish my enjoyment of the book. I appreciated the way it engaged my mind and got me riled up with a maddeningly flawed narrator who becomes another thread of the mystery to be untangled. All in all, I found the book difficult to put down. Daphne du Maurier is, of course, most famous for another dark romantic thriller, Rebecca. I only read it once, and that was years ago, so I can't give a lengthy comparison of the two novels at this point, but I can say there are parallels between the two of them, especially in the setting of a grand estate in Cornwall, in the alluring, mysterious female, and in the weak-willed protagonist. Having read it now, I think it's a book that has the potential to translate well to film. I've seen the cast list for the new movie, and I find it easy to picture them in their respective roles, so I'm curious to see how it measures up. But before I see that, I'm looking forward to seeing the old 1952 version starring Olivia de Havilland and Richard Burton. I have a feeling I'm going to like it, and if it's half as good as Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca, I'll be happy. So let me know if you have any thoughts on the book or if you've seen any of the movies. I only ask that you please try to keep your comments spoiler-free. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!